Tell us a little bit about what SWEP does.
Well, SWEP stands for Sierra Watershed Education Partnerships. And you're right, we work to promote stewardship. Basically, that's our mission, by connecting students to the environment and the local community, and specifically through empowering service learning projects.
Right, and you do that through the school districts here.
Yes, through students in the school districts and in the basin, really.
Right, so about how many schools do you think you guys are able to go through a given year?
Wow, well, we do some projects out of the area as well, but primarily through here it's the Tahoe Truckee Unified School District.
Right.
We do visit South Shore and Incline occasionally. We've had requests in Reno, and we're going to San Francisco this next week.
Yeah, it's so exciting. Definitely an exciting time for you guys. So you've been around for quite a long time. Tell our audience about that.
Yes, so we came to our 20-year anniversary just last year, so we're on year 21. We've remained a very small, sweet nonprofit, though there's just a few of us employees. Our board has been small but very strong, dedicated, consists primarily of teachers, advocates of the environment, people that really want to get children out there experiencing the beauty we have all around us.
Yeah, we're excited to talk more about those programs that you do to kind of show our audience how you do that and show them about the beauty of the environment and how we can promote it and protect it.
Great, I'm excited to talk about that too. As I said in our mission, you know, our goal is to get kids connected. Right. We find that there's a win-win for the environment, for the kids, and for the teachers. And in that I mean a lot of our community partners are organizations such as the Forest Service or the PUD, and they have messages that they'd like, you know, for local kids to know about and for the kids to bring home as well. And so we create projects where we partner with them, and then we bring it to the classroom and help the teachers. We always make sure it addresses to the standards. But more importantly, we're pulling kids outside and we're helping them experience and become attached to the native species, learn about the trees, different things like that, so they can be empowered to make a difference somehow in the future.
Yeah, well, it's exciting stuff. We're going to talk more about those specific examples about how we can empower students through SWEP. So thanks so much for joining us today. We're excited to talk to you in a little bit.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to send it back to the South Shore. Thank you. We're here in our North Shore studio. Here with us is Missy Mohler from Sierra Watershed Education Partnerships. Thanks for joining us again.
Thanks. So nice to be here.
Yeah, so we just saw an awesome video from Trout in the Classroom. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite projects. I mean, all of our favorites. And what is there not to like about it? In this project, we are teaching kids about a very important species in our area, the native Lahontan cutthroat trout. And it's amazing to me how many people don't know that the Lahontan cutthroat trout is our only native trout, and really how endangered it is and how important it is to help preserve it. And so we start off with a lesson about a success story of somebody taking an animal on the brink of extinction, the blackbird, many, many, many years ago. And you ask the kids, do you see blackbirds these days? And they go, yeah. And you go, well, one time they were very much on the brink of extinction. Would you like to help a local fish that's also having a struggle? And so we teach them about that. But we allow them to make fish, Lahontan cutthroat trout, their own version. And then they create signs, and this goes into the native fish art, which is our next project that it ties into.
Right.
But for Trout in the Classroom, they learn about the native fish, they get to raise them, and then release them. And they become very attached to the fish through this process and the whole idea, and very invested in the progress and what we see. The Lahontan cutthroat trout is making a comeback out at Pyramid Lake, and that's very, very exciting to see.
Yeah.
And so we celebrate that every year with the students.
That's really exciting. And this is all in preparation for a Truckee River Day that you're having tomorrow.
So there's also a project called Native Fish Art that we do in conjunction with one of our partners, the Truckee River Watershed Council. And we work to help promote, again, stewardship, promote service by teaching the kids the importance of cleaning up our basin and keeping water clear. And one of those projects is the Truckee River Day, where people gather on October 16th this year, Sunday, and working to clean up the watershed. And so the kids make fish art, and we put it in cafes and schools and say, swim your way to Truckee River Day. And it's wonderful because the kids feel like I can do my part. I can advertise about this and the importance of doing it, but hopefully families come out. And there's so many different places. If you just go to Truckee River Watershed Council website, you can sign up for a different thing to do, whether it's planting willows or cleaning up on a certain creek.
That's really exciting. Yeah, and your website has more information about all the programs that you do as well.
Absolutely. And you can get to that with www.forswep.org.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing with us. We're excited to check it out. You don't want to miss out tomorrow. That's happening. Can you give us the time of that, Truckee River Day?
Truckee River Day is on Sunday, and it's from 9 o'clock in the morning until 1.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. We're here with Missy Mohler from Sierra Watershed Education Partnerships, and we're going to send it back to you in the South Shore. Thank you. We're back here at our North Shore studio talking to Missy Mohler again about Sierra Watershed Education Partnerships. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks. It's so nice to be here, Bekah.
Yeah, so we just saw a really neat video from your Enviolution Club. Tell us how that program came to be.
Well, I'm really proud of that program. Really, the goal was, I feel that environmental education, something that touches at your heart about improving so many aspects about the environment, can be taught by anybody, any age, and can have just a strong effect. And I thought, you know, we teach so much in elementary and middle school, but if we could have the high schoolers be empowered to be the teachers as well. And why not bring in a creative medium and kind of an outrageous way to do it, to make it very interesting and fun and artistic for them. And it's worked. It's kind of snowballed from that point.
Yeah, so really planting seeds, if you will. You're telling me, which I think is important to share with our audience, that you've had students come back who've been a part of the Enviolution Club and actually come back and use those skills and worked with the community.
Absolutely. It's great. I get really close to them, working with them for 4 years.
Yeah.
And honestly, the club is a real career pathway, too, into what they're doing in college. And I just got a text 2 days ago from a student at Cal Poly showing me the waste system there. And she's like, I think this could be improved. I'm joining a club, you know. And then we have one student that has finished grad school, but in between her undergrad and grad school in environmental studies, she came back and worked for the town of Truckee and wrote a grant in her internship that is giving back for years and years to waste management. So it's so great to see these kids still working when they go on to college, staying in contact, sometimes coming back in a way that benefits all of us, but certainly always the environment.
Definitely. How can people support SWEP or learn more about the programs?
Well, they can certainly go to our website, which is forswep.org. There's all sorts of opportunities. They can get involved with our board, for example, as a nonprofit. It's always great to put some time into something so important that not only benefits our environment, but it also it's an investment in students and the future. But we have volunteer opportunities. There's so many ways. Just give me a call. My number's on the website.
Definitely. Tell us a little bit about Blackwood Canyon and giving the students the chance to go and work in the environment.
Certainly. So there's another project we have called Tahoe Basin Watershed Education Summit, and it's with high schoolers as well, and it's happening right now. And it's South Shore students, Sugar Bowl Academy students, Truckee High students, and North Tahoe High students that all come together. So these are students that normally compete and such, but they're coming together to work the benefit of the Lake Tahoe Basin. And they're collecting data at a very high level with equipment from the Forest Service and working directly on water quality improvement. And what's so exciting is in their work, they're getting exposed to so many different things like engineering, water quality issues and such, and really doing problem solving and getting excited about how they can continue to do that in the future.
Thank you so much for sharing with us. Unfortunately, we're out of time for today, but you definitely want to go to their website and learn more because there's so many wonderful things that you guys are doing. It's hard to sum it all up in a couple minutes.
Thank you.
All right, well, yeah. Thanks for coming in. We're going to send it back to you in the South Shore.